and I'm here to tell you that I think we're live. We're going to let Tyler, as is customary now. James, sorry, but that's not your job on this stream. That's a different stream that you fulfill that purpose. My phone says we're live. Just going to get a quick audio check because sometimes we have problems with this specific piece of shit that's plugged into my computer. And once we get that out of the way, we will proclaim that we're actually live.
That's sad.
Yeah, I know. What's the ad for?
Pizza.
Ooh, hey, by the way, tonight's episode of Pendragon is brought to you by New Holland's Dragon's Milk. Link in the description below.
And apples. Apples.
And Diet Pepsi.
And beef jerky because champions.
Yep, we'll have links to
And
apples
water.
and to beef jerky in the description below, too. If you just click on that, Myth Brigade gets a small portion of beef jerky or apples, as it were. How are we, Tyler?
I'm eating
A piece, a
Audio's all
little,
good.
a little envelope of beef jerky will just show up at your house.
Okay, drum roll.
Along with the book from Steve.
So we are live. This is episode 4 of Pendragon RPG, run by the one and only non-vengeful, kind-giving, character-advancing GM, Byron Wingate. Take it away, man. It's your show.
Welcome, guys, to the next episode of Pendragon, the era of the circle, the sword, and the serpent. And we're excited here tonight to welcome a new cast member. One of our, sadly, Sir Calyard had to step away, and it was like he came from the same household. Sir Marcus, Mr. James Payne, has stepped in to, well, I was going to say fill his shoes, but those are big shoes. But James normally carries a big stick and walks softly, I think, sometimes. So his character will not be murdering everything like it does in the superhero game. And
He's literally Mordred again.
literally Mordred again.
I thought the famous ones were probably off limits.
yes, they are.
That'd be funny.
Yes,
so.
they are. So I guess we'll go around the horn real quick. James, how you doing, man? Are you excited to be here?
Doing great. Excited to try out this brand new game for me. I've never played this.
Sweet. And Tim, Mr. Sir Garen, doing all good tonight?
Yeah, doing great. Had a great holiday weekend, very relaxing. And,
Yeah.
ready to get after it.
Rock on. Mr. Nedley, how are you tonight?
doing all right. I'm excited to start up, and I was streaming a little bit ago trying to get my head in the game because I felt like last time I didn't bring any of the energy that a giant stoic Dane needs to. Watch
You
see.
get a chance today. You'll get a chance today, I promise.
Yeah, I've been practicing one.
Yeah.
That looks remarkably similar to my Red Lily impression.
Yeah.
Oh,
Very good.
well,
Tyler, was your newly arranged background?
I know. Snake is now back there instead of here. I'm doing good. I'm excited to say after 3 weeks of working out, I'm down 20 pounds. Woohoo.
Nice.
man,
That's
good job.
Doing good.
And Mr. Jones, how are you today?
Hi, I'm doing good. I'm gonna use my time because I forgot to post something yesterday because I was doing the things you do, cooking and drinking very heavily. But I wanted to salute, those who have lost their lives, defending our country or their country, as it were, since we are multinational. It's a big deal. So we salute you. Thanks for allowing us to have the freedom to sit around and pretend to be other people while other people struggle for food. So on that note, I'm happy to be here, man. I'm happy to have James in the mix. I hope he doesn't kill my character. Let's do this.
All right. So a little bit of background. We do know that we moved the year forward a little bit. So you guys return to low res at the end of your previous little encounter and your time that you spent north with Earl of Tewksbury, Gerard. And after delivering the wonderful sword that used to belong to Uther Pendragon to brave Sir Rune, and he was had an amazing birthday party. You guys were knighted due to your abilities and your attention to detail and take care of him during this feast, and also vanquishing the creatures that were hiding in the woods and so forth, the large boar and other things that you guys were there. So you have gone back to Alores, to your homesteads, spent some time there, had a interesting winter. It snowed a lot. Winter was cold. It was a hard winter on everyone. There was a lot of talk and amongst letters and stuff that were sent between households and so forth as to what was going to happen with Uther Pendragon passed. No one sitting on the throne, as Uther's son was very young and not around. So the country is kind of at its throat, really, at each other's throat. And so it was determined that there should be a grand tournament on the edge of the new year, and it's going to be in London. So you guys are all traveling to London to go to this tournament. Earl Roderick is bringing you all as part of his retinue, along with Sir Roderick, your favorite guy that took you guys up north. And then, of course, Sir Dunn and Sir Vanel, two of Roderick's other household knights, along with all of you, now that you've been knighted. You guys have brought your squires along. So it's a massive amount of horses. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You have like a group of probably 40 to 50 horses, and your overall retinue servants and all of that are traveling along with you. So what do you think you guys would be excited about going to the tournament? You guys have never been to a tournament before.
Booze, broads, and violence.
Yeah.
Looking forward to the joust.
Joust.
I'm getting beat up by Garen.
Being beat up by
Okay.
Karen.
Yeah, I'm still a little gun shy. Dude's got hands.
Wine
Booze,
and
broads,
wind
and
chime for me.
violence sound incredible.
Yes.
Ulo's probably definitely down for that.
Absolutely.
What is what are they saying about the tournament? Why is it just to raise morale? Is there some crowning moment of?
So it is going to be a very large tournament. It's the first ever in Britain, and the largest yet held anywhere. There will be a large melee event that you can sign up for. The winner of the melee event, of whose house it is, will in fact be crowned the king, and will take Uther Pendragon's place.
What?
Anyone
Can you-
super
can you-
ambitious?
Can you say that again?
King Beardsley.
It sounds horrible.
Now keep in mind that's
I already
between-
feel like Aaron's gonna have to step in front of that one too. There will be no King Beardsley.
King Garen.
not gonna happen.
It's got a nice ring to it as well.
I don't know what the rules are, but can a Danish lowborn be a king in England?
So you are a knight of Britain now. So you,
I did it.
despite the fact that you
You
are,
made it. Mama
yeah.
did it.
Despite the fact of your Danish heritage, you have been welcomed in to the circle of knighthood.
Say partially because of.
Your valorous efforts in
Saving
In the
Rune
north.
from his own stupidity.
of letting Garen put a ring on from the Fae. Yeah, you're welcome.
Our numbers have grown.
Nice. Thanks for the subs, folks.
Okay, so is there any particular? Let's see here. Tell me what you guys would be like wearing to go on this tournament. Yeah, any new clothes, anything like that?
Well, the finest, of course. We have to present an image to all of the would-be suitors that are there, right? The young ladies in waiting. So I'm going to have to say I'm wearing a nice black silky something, you know, with a red trim. It's very masculine looking. Don't smirk at me, Garen. I threw the one. I threw the one tunic away on your advice. Yeah, I think he's dressed to the tens, and looking very confident, riding between Bjorn and Garen.
Knowing my stature, I probably with my newfound wealth of being knighted and all these things, I probably went out and I got at least something nice. But it was custom; it had to be, because your clothes don't fit me. But
same. I had to get children's clothes.
Yeah, they took the extra. They took the extra and they made Ulo.
You bought an extra set and cut it in half, and then added it to Bjorn's. And
yeah, they did the sample board. They were like, "Do you like this fabric?" I was like, "Give that to Ulo too. It's fine."
Is the t-shirt this big?
Nice. What does Marcus look like as the new guy?
Not as fine as what was Jason's character's name?
Sir Beardsley.
Sir Beardsley.
Beardsley
he would lean towards more like fine quality but practical, not ostentatious.
Okay, perfect. Anything particularly stand out for Garen?
Yes. One thing that stands out. Who the hell is this Marcus person? We've not explained this yet. Why is he with us? Well, how do we know him? And why is it that I have a liking to him that I can't explain? Like, why?
He's from where I'm from.
Okay.
Yeah, I would assuming we're on friendly terms, Marcus would congratulate are you Sir Bjorn on the new knighthood.
Thank you. Apparently you're a knight
Is
as
Marcus
Also-
Marcus the knight?
Also recently knighted myself.
well. All right.
He was knighted by Sir Roderick this past year here in Low Res while you guys were up north.
Did you have to endure that tolerable fop of a son of his in order to reach your knighthood as well?
I can't say I had the pleasure.
You will.
Tragic, really.
He was delightful.
I look forward to meeting him.
He drags around a very nice sword.
He does have a nice sword now. Yes,
He fishes with it too.
That
So
sounds
true.
like an interesting story.
He's quite the huntsman.
So no, Garen is not is wearing chainmail, has a shield, and his normal banner colors, but would be not quite flashy and as garish as Beardsley, but definitely not shying away from the fact that I've achieved some stature.
Nice. That's a bit of homework I'm going to give you guys for the
Highborn
next
modest.
episode. Is coming up with your coat of arms.
Ooh, nice. Steve?
So,
Hey, Steve.
Anyone want to lose some lira?
anybody will leave
Could you
some
add-
lira.
Could you add that to the picture you're drawing of Garen?
Oh,
Just sketch it out.
Just
Yeah,
give him a little
right after
folded
you get
clothes.
right after you get Jason's description.
yeah, shut up. You just hit me with that.
Yeah. I'll deliver that with the 10 books.
Dude, I'm serious. I mean, that was a promise. We got to give them out to these viewers that I wasn't kidding. So make it happen. Don't before you jack the fucking prices up again, please.
Good
Next
news.
thing you know, they're going to
he's
be
committed.
$30.
Yeah.
It's gone up 100% again.
The
Man.
papers are so hard to come by now.
Those supply chain problems, bro.
COVID, man.
So you guys travel. It's probably about a week's journey to London. The weather is early spring, kind of rainy, cold, but not as cold as it was this past winter. Muddy, so forth. You guys stop occasionally, to camp and so forth on your way. And you guys arrive in London, a large, sprawling city. But not as large as it is now, of course. And there are other people there. There are tons of other nobles from across the land. There is King Elaine of Escavalion, King Leogrance of Camelard, the Centurion King
Hang on
of
1 second, Byron. Write
Malahot.
this down real quick. Who? King? Just real quick, one more time.
So King Elaine
Yep.
of Escavalion,
Yep.
or Escavalon, whatever. King Leogrance of Camelard,
Yep.
the Centurion King of Malahot,
Ooh, fancy.
King Lot of Lothian and Orkney, Duke Eskin of Gloucester, Duke Derfel of Lindsey, Earl Sanam of Bedegrin. Of course, you guys, Earl Roderick of Salisbury. Earl Gilbert of Hertford. And Baron Maxon of Lonazep. Along with their full retinues and so forth. There is a massive marketplace as you guys ride into London that you pass by. Looks like there's, a variety. The smells of roasted meat and ale and so forth. Most of the retinues have kind of spread out through London, and you guys ride into the tournament grounds. First you get your lodgings and stuff like that, a place to stay there. And get to begin to kind of relax and kind of spread out through the city. The marketplace, like I said, is full of vendors and places that you can go to buy different things. And the tournament grounds is a big sprawling area. Massive tents, bleachers have been built up with the coats of arms of a variety of the knights that are here, and you can see several kind of parading around the area.
So, would you just let me know, Byron, when I can commence the winching, and I'll just be doing that as soon as possible.
Okay. Yeah, you guys can kind of settle in. So the tournament is actually going to start tomorrow with the joust. So they kind of get that out of the way. So it would be typical to introduce yourself and to kind of sign up. You have to present yourself to the tournament master in order to join in any of the events. So the patron or sponsor is normally the most important individual. So the sponsor of this tournament is actually
Earth space.
Yeah. So
Look at the link below.
Dirk Derfell of Lindsay.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I said Duke Derfell of Lindsay is the sponsor of the overall tournament.
Okay.
So normally there are somewhere around 3,000 knights that appear at these tournaments and so forth. So there is a ton of people just kind of parading around. Some of the retinues are upwards of 50 to 100 knights that are with these guys.
Damn.
Oh,
And-
visit the
and
tourney
what is-
grounds, look around, sign up for something.
What events are happening?
So there is the joust. There is, of course, the grand melee that will take place. And there are a variety of other challenges. It might be to fight a joust with either sword, horse, or foot. Any fight with maces, sword fighting on foot, a fight to knock down with two-handed weapons, a joust to like first blood, and any like you can single out another knight in one-on-one combat.
Settle some grievances.
Yeah, awesome.
What is the retinue for Earl Roderick? I mean, we know there's the 5 of us and a few other folks. I mean, what's the total that?
There's probably about 50 knights with you guys all together that are here.
I gotta say, hearing there are 3,000 other knights doesn't make me feel very special. But I was, I'm all right
Bjorn,
with
this is where you get to make a name for yourself.
I have a name.
This is
One that
where
shall
you
be called by
ensure.
all of England.
You're
This
damn
is-
right they will.
This is where you ensure that someone remembers your name beyond your death, Bjorn. Or that you're king, if you go far enough. I would like to see the
Yeah.
King Bjorn.
Yeah. I hear I just gotta get to the end of it.
That will certainly be memorable.
Yeah. I'm gonna need a
So,
bigger hat.
Sir Marcus, you go to sign up for the joust.
Yeah, find the tourney master and sign up for the joust.
Okay. It's a kind of a weedy looking fellow. Is kind of bald on top. His hair looks like at some point maybe he was a monk, but has turned away from his religion. And he's like, "How are you, sir? You here to sign up?"
Greetings, sir. Indeed, I am. I'd like to sign up for the joust.
What family do you represent?
I'm Sir Marcus, son of Sir Latinius. I'm here with Earl Roderick.
Okay. He does not recognize who you are. He's like, "I don't think I've seen you before. Looks like you're a bit new. Your armor's still kind of shiny."
Yeah, not a lot of dents in it yet.
Well, I'm sure tomorrow there will be. How tall? Like how does he look? Is he,
Taller than average, but probably not as tall as Ardain.
yeah, very broad shouldered. I think I saw
Yeah.
on your sheet. Yeah. So he's like, "Well, we'll see. Keep your head on you." And he gives you a thing to kind of scrawl in your name on the list.
Thank you.
Is there anyone else that's going to sign up for the joust?
Absolutely fucking not.
No,
Absolutely not.
why would anyone do that?
I-
I would like to challenge someone in single combat, though,
Okay.
in a friendly sort of thing. Is he here? That little, Sir Rune, is he?
He is
present?
not. He is not.
Oh, what a pity.
So the Earl
What a pity.
of Tewksbury is not attended.
What am I not bad at? I wonder. Just
I
like,
think I would look to sign up for the joust as well as
Right.
some sort of sword fighting. I don't believe
Yeah.
that I'd be interested in the big melee at this point because I don't care to be king.
So it's actually the host melee. So it would be like Sir Roderick would have like his family or you guys all in the melee together. Like if he was to win,
Oh,
if
shit.
his side was to win.
Nice.
That's how.
So I don't have to sign it. I don't have to volunteer myself for that. I'll be volunteered.
Yeah.
You'll be
We're
volunteered.
We're already
Told.
volunteered for that. I'll
We've
sign
been
up
eating
for
his
the,
food for a week on the
For the
road.
sword on foot.
Sword on foot. Okay.
Sword on foot.
It's the same height for him, so yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Right. So you go to sign up, and it's the same guy is like taking all of the things, and he says, "Could you stand up, sir?"
I am.
Oh,
My head doesn't even come up to like the desk. He's like on a platform.
it's like,
You're gonna need your dad to sign for you. You're gonna...
Bjorn.
Bjorn. Bjorn's your dad. Oh shit! All right.
Oh.
He just holds me up like a child at the
Like a
zoo.
Chucky doll.
Now sign your name, make your mark.
Okay. So yeah, you managed to sign up. He gives you a little ribbing about your size and so forth, but other than that, nothing of great reports.
I do believe I would sign up for the joust, Byron, hoping that I could get injured before the great melee kicks in, and I might actually get hurt. So yes, I would sign up for that for certain.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So you sign up for the joust also. So that'll be 4 people in the joust
Oh, God.
so far. Or no, three people in the joust.
My character has no horsemanship, so this sounds like a
Yeah.
really
I
Sounds
have
like a really
great pony defense, but I have no skill with the lands. So
should be exciting.
I'm not signing up for that.
yeah, no.
Into the back of a wild animal and charging at someone doesn't sound like fun.
No, it sounds
Ah.
incredible
Just hit full speed.
when you're good at it.
As long as it's
When
not
you're good at
Murph, you're all right.
Okay. And so you guys sign up for a variety of things, and you're able to kind of retire into the town for the evening. Sir Roderick says that he'll be taking a group of his knights and so forth to one of the inns, to one of the taverns, the broken.
Oh, will you know?
The broken tankard.
So that's sort of like when you're on a corporate event and your boss is like, "I've got the bar tab if you guys come with me." I'm like,
Yeah, exactly. Kind of like that.
I don't think he's ready for that tab.
I think you could probably afford it.
I mean, probably.
All right. That sounds awesome.
Okay. Yeah, the inn is a vibrant place. Lots of music going on. Plenty of wenches around, and also none of the upward. The noble ladies, of course, are not here, but finding this distasteful probably to them.
Yes, these women have taste.
Yes.
It's really unpleasant.
So what do you guys do at the you guys all go to the tavern?
Absolutely.
absolutely,
Yeah.
wouldn't miss it. Yes.
Okay. No problem. Okay. As you guys arrive, there is not really a lot of tables available here. There is one that seems to be open, though. There is a tankard there on it, but no one's seating at it, and there's a bunch of guys kind of all milling around. drinking and talking of their stories and so forth.
I love how you put that seems to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I kind of survey to see like, can you?
I'm sorry.
As I kind of walk past and glance, in the tankard, is there any liquid left? Is it?
There is not. There's not. It is empty.
Just kind
I walk up and I sit down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And make a universal gesture of ale.
I
Hear
must
me.
gesture.
Get my booster seat. And
I pick up the tankard and I tap it a couple times, just for effect.
I specifically stay next to Bjorn just to laugh at the large disparity between our height.
You're just trying to make him look even bigger.
Absolutely.
It's a
Make him
whole
look more
deception thing.
So everyone's just kind of scared of us.
The host asked you if you
Bjorn
need a
too.
booster seat for Ulu.
Yes.
Yo,
all right.
bum.
Oh, I don't know if you know this, James. I'm 4'9".
You could use him as your steed on the joust. Just right on his
It'd be
shoulders.
like Master Blaster in Mad
Yeah.
Max Panther.
Right. Yeah.
You want foot and face? He's just a child.
Yeah. Okay. Another knight kind of walks over to your table, and he says, I see Roderick has brought the scraps as always.
I'm sorry, I don't think I heard you properly. Were you saying something? Good sir, I don't believe we've been introduced.
It's like, hey, you will be introduced to me tomorrow. You will all know as I will lead the joust.
Oh, you're the stable boy. I see. I see. You know,
You will hold your tongue, good sir.
Oh, just in
Well,
good
is-
fun.
Is he the
of course.
master of the jousting sticks?
He says,
You-
all
you
will
have-
know me tomorrow. I am Sir Selwise. I have won the last 2 tournaments.
I don't see a lance around.
I'm gonna go with my modest trait, Byron.
Okay.
I have heard that name. Someone mentioned something about never had there been a more masterful horseman. Is it truly you? Well, listen. I think you might have met your match in Sir Marcus here. He's Danish, you know.
The Marcus is not Danish. He's just.
Oh, I
from
thought he
the
was.
same
Okay,
place.
so
No,
Marcus.
he's just from Burco.
He
just
likes
like,
Danish, you know. They're delicious.
Yeah,
no,
he
it's
likes
just whatever.
Danish,
Yeah. Yeah.
He
His
likes their
favorite-
large women.
I
His
sort of
favorite pastry.
smooth it out and hand it off to Marcus, kind of thing.
Sir Selwise, I look forward to meeting you on the field.
I look forward to leaving you on it.
Ooh.
Best of luck.
Luck does not go into it. Perhaps maybe from your house, but my house, we are skilled in these things.
Did we just get rubber and glued?
And another knight kind of comes over to him and says, Selwise, leave these men alone. It's like, you must go around being so pompous all of the time. And he says, Khan, of course these men are all scraps. They are from Roderick's house.
Mhm.
And they begin to just like kind of talk back and forth between themselves. You can see that they obviously know each other. Selwise's coat of arms is a large white stallion just emblazoned on a blue background.
It seems as if the right thing for us to do, given your assertions, would be to share a beverage. Might we buy you a flagon or 2? Good sir.
Of course. Of course. And they kind of sit down or stand at least around the table.
I go get them drinks, just kind of being subservient, and I literally the whole way I fantasize like if I knew how to make poison, if I knew how, but I don't. But I will one day, and they'll fucking die. It's like that. It's like,
Jesus.
yeah, like, you know.
I'm just excited because I figured the more they drink, the worse they'll do tomorrow.
Oh, understand. Yeah. So yeah, you guys kind of drink into the night.
Under that assumption, I'll basically like slowly make it a competition.
Okay.
I'll slowly push the envelope into drinking more and more.
What you don't know is Ulo's
Ulo
actually
becomes a
dwarf.
keg.
Got it.
What
is
very...
okay.
Sorry, go ahead.
Is Sir Garen participating in this feast of ale?
Yes.
Okay, very good, very good. So you guys drank for a while, and a variety of conversation comes up about all of the other participants. They talk about several of the other knights that are in the joust and so forth, and you kind of get a good overview of the people that are attending, and a lot of them are very high-profile people that you've heard of, whether it be at a feast or what have you. Most of them you haven't seen before, being that you're newly knighted and stuff. Even when you were squires, so you didn't really run into a lot of these people, because Arthur Pendragon kind of ruled that area of the country and has kept things under control, pushing out a lot of the Saxons and stuff that were having invaded and kind of came in from the south and also the east of the country. So go ahead and who tries to really like drink as long as these guys? Is everybody?
I do not. I try to drink as little as possible and still fit in.
I try to appear. Yeah, I try to appear to be drinking. But I'm pretty temperate, so I'm taking it slow, but being very demonstrative with my sips.
Got it.
I don't mind keeping pace. I have a pretty high tolerance to that. So
yeah, so it seems like everybody's within their like traits. No one's really going outside anything, so no rules necessary for this little part. So yeah, you guys drink on forever. Well, not forever, but late into the evening, and then the place starts to clear out and so forth. And you go to bed, and of course get up in the morning, all feeling.
So my question is, through all of this frivolity and the sort of good or less than good nature banter that's going about, do I find myself, enjoying the company of these folks? I mean, they started off, they're kind of making, they're kind of digging at Roderick, mouthy pre-competition banter, but like, am I going to be able to carry any of this into the next day? Like, if I see Sellwise out there, I'm going to be like, this is going to be fun. This mouthy ne'er-do-well.
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously cocky. He talks a lot about himself, and not a lot about anything else, of course. And so, yeah, you would definitely be happy to see him put on his ass and not do well.
And do we feel like we won the drinking contest?
Yeah, you really do. Ulo keeps up with the best of Bjorn. Also, you're a little shocked that Ulo really is put down as much liquor as he's.
I drink more than I weigh.
Yeah, is there a bard or something of the sort there, like a musician there? And if so, I would tip him a few coins to make up a song on the spot called "Ulo the Hun with the Hollow Leg."
Yeah, he will do that.
A Jew bard. That's awesome, Steve. That's fun.
Just the greatest player to Game Master Challenge ever. He has now paid you to come up with this song, Byron.
Oh,
Start
shit.
the
He's gonna
chanting.
freestyle. I'm gonna laugh when he pulls out a lute and just starts raging like Slayer.
I'll just jam it out, man. Ulo, the man with the leg. You'd think it was a keg.
Ah!
Ah.
Because it's hollow.
No, poetry's my
Awesome.
other character. Poetry's only as a player. You have to watch the Deadlands game to get that. Okay, so yeah.
There's
you
your
pick-
first challenge, Jason. If anybody watching tonight comes up with the shanty for Ulo's hollow leg, they can get one of the Steve's art books.
There you go.
Actually, yeah.
Another
So
one. So
if
now
you
that's
see this
11.
now or on YouTube, Tim, that's a fantastic idea. Now we're on YouTube. The contest is whoever comes up with the absolute best lyrics for Ulu, the Hun with the hollow leg, will get Steve's art book, Myth Brigade t-shirt, Myth Brigade stickers, all that kind of stuff. Just post it in the comments on the YouTube so that way everybody can see it.
Rock and roll.
Good call, Tim.
This will be awesome.
It'd be fantastic. Okay, so yeah, you guys, like I said, drink into the night. You feel like you've pretty much won the competition, and we'll give Ulo and Bjorn 10 glory for winning the drinking competition.
Yes.
And I think Beardsley should get 5 glory for making up the story with them
Thanks.
and so forth.
Aaron for paying out so much attention.
Yeah. So you guys, like I said, you've bed down for the evening. There's a massive tent that is put up at the tournament grounds by Sir Roderick's staff. Basically, several tents for you all, and so you have your individual tents with your coat of arms and so forth is all in there. Your squires help to put that stuff up. Has anybody came up for a name for their squire yet?
Lucan.
Lucan. Okay.
No.
No.
Mine's name is
Or nameless bastards.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure it's just boy right now.
yeah.
Boy,
he hasn't earned it.
Boy.
The red shirts.
Mine's name is Paito, but
Might-
he will not earn that.
Might be
name.
one of my sons. I don't know.
What are your sons?
His son was just born and he's the same size as me.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, I keep trying to wipe Ulo. It's weird. Weird.
All that
All
hair.
added.
Okay. So basically, the joust is in the morning. They blow trumpets and so forth, and a lot of the knights parade around and are.
I would be rise early and prepare myself with some prayer.
Okay. So the joust is a single elimination event designed to show off individual skill and luck, resulting in a single winner. In simplest terms, the popular nightly sport of knocking each other on your ass with a stick. And so for each victory, you can mark a win in the joust score box on your sheet. If you lose, then you're eliminated from the contest, and then you must mark a loss on your joust score box. So let's see. So you joust as many rounds as necessary, either to be eliminated or until you win. In the event that one or both jousters break their lances but did not eliminate each other, new lances are available. Up to 3 lances may be used. If all 3 break and no one has yet been eliminated, then the matter is settled with swords on foot. First, the winner is the first man to knock the other to the ground. Jousting is a martial art, and although not intended to hurt, can cause damage or even death if used the jouster's lance skill, but with blunted hollow weapons rather than pointed. Glorious gain. So you will get glory for any wins that you have in the joust.
And then if we're successful in a roll, we, like with Call of Cthulhu, we check the box so that we can next winter.
Yes,
can,
yeah, that's always
Yeah.
the effect with any of your treasure factions. Yep, and I actually ran across the Oh crap! The chivalrous bonus and the religious bonus. I think I actually understand that a little bit better now. Actually, when I was talking to James yesterday about his character, it kind of came up and we were figuring it out. So I have a little bit of reading left to do on that, and then by next scenario, or by the next time we play, I should have that under control. You guys should be working towards getting to that level.
Steve.
What?
It's just
Pony is travel.
I can't. His pony is travel size, like a little.
Yeah. Nice.
James, what's your? Just out of curiosity, what's your lance skill?
15.
Hell yeah! I think we've sparred. I actually Beardsley's pretty good at that. He's got a 15 as well.
God, I have a 1. You guys go do that.
I'm not particularly great at riding a horse.
You have
though.
a 1 on your lance skill? That's awesome.
Yeah. I found one.
It's because he throws it.
Yeah. I use it as a spear. That's an 8. That's fine. I think it goes without saying. I really want to do the one-on-one thing, not with.
What
Gary.
is the tourney skill?
The tourney skill is like if you're just. That's a good question. What is the tourney skill? Let's see.
That was a confident start of an answer there, Byron.
Because
I know, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was like, oh man.
the tourney skill is. So I will check on that right now.
Yeah, I'm a dad too. I know what that's like. Oh, seesaw. That's the reason.
Yeah, exactly. Well, boy, let me just tell you. First, I got to go to the bathroom and scroll around on my phone until I get the answer.
Yeah. At least you can do that nowadays, you know.
Oh yeah.
Did you just make that up? Go to your room.
Yeah.
All right. So tourney skill is actually a knowledge skill, and it is used to understand the correct procedures, customs, and behavior in the spectacle of chivalrous entertainment. It's rolled to find out if you have registered with the correct person at the right time, whether or not you've embarrassed yourself by arriving at the last minute. And roll could be used if the knight understands what serpent trumpet blast attorney means. Failure could indicate that he does not have a squire in place with his helmet and surcoat at the right time, and has missed the important feast or speech. Alternately, a failed roll could mean that the knight did not know whom to address or what to do upon winning, or how to properly ask.
That's so awesome.
For receive.
The more
It's
you
like
read
the
that,
most important thing. Every
more
one
of
of
us
us
have it.
has like a 2 or a 1.
I got a
I was
3.
just say the more you read that, the more problems I'm gonna have.
Yeah.
I have a 0.
I feel pretty good
I
having a
have a 0
7 in
in
it.
turning.
I retract the question. Moving
And I
on.
have a 2. I'm just gonna walk out and shit in the middle of the field and lay down.
Doing shit angels.
It was like Byron would have never known what that skill was for if I hadn't asked this question.
All right. The functional title of this episode is Shit Angels, and we'll see where we go from there. Shit Angels.
I think we might have something more hilarious coming up on accident.
Yeah.
Based on all of our tourney skills.
Hey, Byron, didn't you have a hard stop at 9:58?
Stop at 9:58. Like go home and rework the character.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Yeah, I need to reroll dexterity before we do
Let's
this.
go through another winter real quick.
Marcus, what do you have a tourney skill?
Yes, 7.
See, he's the new guy, and he already knows.
You're a
what's up.
champion.
Yeah.
You signed us up for everything.
So, Sir Marcus, can you do that for everyone? Can you make sure we're all where we need to be?
Sir Marcus, tell me what we're supposed to do.
Like, oh, I won this tournament. Help me.
Just on the sidelines when you're in a fight, pantomiming what you're supposed to do.
Heard, right?
You
You're
gotta-
like
you gotta-
bowing.
Always bow. Just bow.
We're doing the first night thing. He just walking around, being,
Right.
Because if you're facing the wrong
Right.
direction, you're not bowing. You're saying, "Look at my ass."
Right.
Bow to the person with the biggest chair.
Bjorn.
It's now turned into the
Yeah.
Three Stooges version of Pendragon.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's happening.
Heard.
Well, it's
Heard there.
the 5 Stooges, but
Good old Pendragon. I love this game.
All right. So first up in the joust is a gentleman named Sir Torbjo, and he is known as the Fiend, is what they call him. And so he jousts against another young man named Sir Badip. And so they joust, and let's see. And it just so happens that Sir Torbjo basically destroys his shield and knocks him off horse relatively quickly. And he parades around, of course, raising his hands and so forth. He goes up and asks one of the ladies for a favor for his lance, and one of the young women tie a ribbon around his lance for him. And let's see, it is actually you recognize her from your time up in the thing. It was Lady Karse, so the wealthy woman from Donington. So let's see here. Who is going to be up next? It looks like it's going to be Sir Marcus.
Yeah.
So you would joust against Sir Torbjo?
I lean in as you're getting on your horse. Sweep the leg.
I'm pretty sure that's illegal.
That's for sure.
Don't do anything I
Sweep
would
the
do.
horse's leg? Yeah. Okay. And so you will ride against him. What is you said you have a 15 in joust?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Do you want us to cue the Queen music?
Yeah, so you guys realize that Sir Marcus really has his stuff together. His squire announces him. It does several things for him and so forth. And so do you go to try to get like a favor for your lance or anything like that from any of the ladies up in the crowd?
After I win.
After you win? Okay. Yeah. So go ahead and give me a roll versus your jousting skill.
Is that just a D20?
It is a D20, and what you're attempting to do is either get the exact number you need or below it.
Or below? Like I had a 14 out of 15.
14 out of 15, so very close to a critical. So if you actually roll the exact number that you need, then that is actually how you crit. You do ride against Sir Torbjo, and he breaks your shield, and you hit him also. His shield does not break, but neither of you are unhorsed in the first pass.
I give a big cheer.
The crowd, crowd kind of is like, oh wait, we might have one here. You know, this could be an interesting thing. He as he rides by you, he says, "It's a shame you'll have to stand up after this."
I just salute him respectfully and rearm.
Okay.
why is he so nice? Be an asshole. Do something. Come on.
Yeah, right.
Sweep the leg.
Sweep that leg. Yeah. All right. Go ahead and give me another roll for the second pass.
10 out of 15.
Okay. This time you break his shield, and he also neither of you actually unhorse each other though. So the crowd's like, ooh, 1-to-1. What will happen here? So you ride for a third time. He raises his lance and says, My lady, this is for you. And he rides forward.
Straight
for-
through.
Take him off his horse!
Yes, straight through the visor. I want to see it.
All right, right to the visor. That's from a Knight's
Yeah.
Tale. That's good.
Yeah, aim
Guide by strike.
They're like, aim for the face hole.
Face hole.
2 out of 15.
Ooh, face hole.
Phew. So you actually hit him very well. You break his shield again. He bucks back in the saddle, but manages to stay in. The crowd is just cheering and cheering back and forth. You have a variety of people that are cheering for you. Some are cheering for him. Yeah, same as that. Okay. Oh, okay. And so fourth pass.
13 out of 15.
13 out of 15. That is good enough to unhorse him. So
Yes.
you actually beat him. So as you ride in, you notice the first couple times going that he shifts his shield just slightly, and you catch him right under the armpit, basically with the thing, and it pulls him back off of the horse, and he goes into the dirt.
Yes.
And so you see the crowd cheering, of course, for you, and so forth. Next up is going to be another night against you, obviously, now that you've won that one.
I'm thinking to myself suddenly, like, oh shit, there's a possibility I have to face off against him.
Yeah.
No.
No, is that one win or?
Yeah, that's one win.
One
Yep,
win.
that's one win. Yep. All right, and next up, Tim, you're in the joust, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a D6 roll, I guess. Have you battle it out versus somebody else to see where you are.
6.
A 6. All right. So you are actually up next. So it will be you versus
That seems suspicious.
Sir Marcus. Yeah.
Oh shit.
You're the
I
one
have to
rolling-
fight Sir Marcus?
You're the one throwing 6s out over here. Okay, okay. All right.
Who do we root for now?
Right.
Marcus.
If you're smart, Sir Garen, because he'll punch you in the face if you don't.
Not if he
All
gets
right.
hit hard enough. Go, Marcus.
So you guys line up against each other. You know that Marcus is a newcomer to your group, so you feel like you need to establish your foothold. You've dropped a Dane, and now it's time to drop the other Burcomian.
A much warmer
Yeah.
salute than I gave to.
Jousting's
that
not
guy,
my
the other guy.
sport. I'm just doing this for fun.
Okay. So both of you guys give me a roll as you.
14 out of 15.
I rolled a 13 on a 10.
Oh, ouch.
Aaron
Yeah.
died immediately.
So Garen is unhorsed. The crowd is cheering for Sir Marcus at this point. Very much. So.
I
Make
give
sure
him.
that Sir Garen is
I
okay.
give him a nightly salute.
Earn it.
Awesome. Next up is Sir Brastius. He is a knight of the Earl Sanam. So you guys line up for
Beardsley's in this fight. Don't let Beardsley get out without rolling d6. Remember, he wanted to be injured.
Yeah.
It's true. He did. No.
No. Sir Garen, let Sir Bratwurst or whatever his name was fight quickly and get tire
Bratwurst.
Sir Marcus out.
I like it. All right.
I
He wanted to
adjust,
soften the beaches.
adjust
for
the
you. I
relic
get
and
it.
make sure it's secure.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So you do that. Do you
Yeah.
want to invoke a passion? So you can, since you're using that.
Sure, why not?
Okay.
Because you can go crazy.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So this would be like your loyalty. I would say loyalty to your lord or honor. Your either one. I think could work here.
Okay.
Crazy. I want to
What do you do for that? Honor?
So you would roll against your honor skill. So you have at 18. So you're very, very honorable. So you would roll a d20, and anything but a 19 or a 20 is a success.
A 5.
A 5. So yeah, so you invoke your passion. So that's going to make your skill increase by 10.
Oh wow!
You are spraying
So-
honor everywhere.
So I could have jousted, is what you're telling me.
If you would invoke the passion, yeah, you can. Yeah, absolutely. Anybody can do anything. Well,
He's gonna psych himself out before he goes out.
you could try at least. All right. So Marcus, yeah, so that will be that's gonna be for the whole joust. That's not just that's one individual thing,
Okay.
because it lasts for the whole event or whatever that you're a part of.
All right.
So you line up against this guy, and give me a roll.
So 9 out of, I guess, 25 now.
Nice. So boom, like first pass, you take him off his horse, and put him down in the dirt. And they're just like, everyone is just going crazy. They're like, who's this new guy that just
Yeah.
yeah.
Getting
You
into
need-
to showing off.
You need like
as I
Paul
ride the horse.
Bettany's. You need like Paul Bettany's character
Yeah.
from A Knight's Tale.
Byron has-
Say your praises.
Has anybody that's been taken out yet been? Was it with the drinking buddies that we had last night? Were they?
No,
involved,
none
or
of
they-
them
okay,
were from
okay,
that yet.
Okay.
Yep.
How many people are in this joust?
There's probably like 15
Okay.
people out of everyone.
Out of the like thousands of knights that are here.
Yeah, a lot of them are just retinues, so they're just here. You know, what I mean? They're lower level knights
Gotcha.
and stuff, and they're not characters of the game. So,
Roll for 4,000 people.
they're extras. They're extras.
Yeah.
They're not appearing in this
It's
film.
just to make it sound impressive.
They're over there. They actually don't have horses. They just have coconuts, and they're like looking.
You got 2.5 yards of coconuts, you're banging them together.
Right. All right. And so Sir Selwise actually is next. So he is, he's raving about how good he is and so forth. So
Does he look hungover?
he looks a little rough. He looks a little rough.
He's like,
Uh,
I'm really good.
so
I lean over and I nod at Ulo and wink. Like, all right, that was good. Yeah.
okay. Yeah, so he lines up with you, and give me a roll, I guess.
8 out of 25.
He got 25. Jesus, he's just on fire today. and yeah, so bam, you hit him. You break his shield. But unfortunately, he's not unhorsed.
Oh.
But you do give him shield a good impact. Okay. All right, and so second pass.
7, 25.
7. So you basically hit him, and your lance breaks as you impact him. He is not unhorsed, and neither are you. But he does. You do break your lance on his armor.
Did the shield survive?
The shield did survive. So it's a massive impact. You're like, wow, I can't believe that I did not take this guy down with that.
So I'm down to 2 lances for this one.
Yeah, so 2 lances now. Okay, and again.
12 out of 25.
Okay, so this time he breaks your shield and strikes you, but again, neither of you are unhorsed.
So he might not have all been talk.
Rip his fucking head off.
Ulo, you're not supposed to imply murder.
Oh,
All right, and go ahead again.
15 out of 25.
15. So again, you break his shield, but he is not unhorsed.
Is it rolling the unmodified skill, or is it?
so technically that would be a crit, wouldn't it? Because he rolled as equal to his skill. Even though it's plus 10 right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah, so that's a critical. So yeah, his
Blew up.
it blew him up. Yeah, so you take him off his horse with that one.
Oh yeah.
I celebrated a little bit more after that one.
he kind of like his helmet kind of comes off and kind of goes into the mud and so forth.
Chipper at him now, Beersley. Say something. Say something as he walks by. And I encourage Beersley to be an asshole.
Uh-oh.
I-
So what's Beersley gonna do about that?
You're supposed to fasten the chin strap. I pat him on his shoulder. I pat him on his shoulder.
He kind of glares at you.
I just shrug. I
It
told
was
you
very
so.
small down there.
And then I think it's, and I told you so, didn't I? Because I did.
You did for sure. All right.
The only
yeah.
man who looks up to Ulo.
Well
Right.
thought, Sir Cellwise.
So Beersley, give me a D6 roll.
Fuck.
Roll low. The 6 didn't help Tim.
Oh, gee, it's a 1. No, okay, let's see. It's a 3. It's a 3.
Did you want to invoke a passion really quick?
Yeah, the Passion of the Christ. It's a 3.
It's a 3.
Yeah.
Okay. So Ulo, you notice that as you're watching this event and so forth, because you have like awareness like 22, do you not?
No, I have 14. That's 10.
14? Oh, that's 10.
I have a
okay.
20 awareness.
Yeah, so Sir Darren, give me a awareness roll. So
Can I give you one too?
What's going on?
I got
So,
like
A 16 out of 20.
okay. So you notice that as Sir Marcus kind of rides along and so forth, that he continually like puts his hand up to like his armor, and you can see that he has something kind of underneath his armor, like on a chain, and he
Okay.
to make some symbols like he's praying, basically.
Well, I'm a pagan, and outside of thinking that's just foolish artistry, not sure that would
Right.
make a big difference to me.
Okay. Yeah. So Beardsley is actually up next, running against Sir Marcus. So you guys can run each other down. So you're trying to get.
Marcus.
You want to invoke something, Beardsley?
It's time for a length enema. I fear. Let's do this.
Beardsley, think positive.
I am
that was
thinking
him
positive.
thinking
I am
positive.
positively certain that he's going to put it through my smoocher. Here we go. Ready? So it's just D20 against
Against your
Lancing.
Lance.
Lance.
15 and 15. All right. What is this?
I got a 1.
Okay. Oh my fucking god! I actually got a 15, and I'm gonna shit my pants. 15 and 15. Like, I'm gonna get my phone out. So just I don't want to hear it from Tyler. But I rolled a 15 on 15. What is that mean?
So boo. So believe it or not, Sir Marcus is taken off his horse with a critical.
Shit.
And
Like-
Beardsley's like, what the
So,
hell? How'd I
hey,
win this
Just
shit?
stunned
No.
silence.
I'm gonna roll tourney.
Stunned
Okay,
silence.
I'm gonna roll tourney because this could get good. Because I have no fucking idea. Like I practiced this well because I got the skill. So I rolled a 6 of 3 for tourney.
Yeah.
Okay, free. Nice.
I think I literally ride. I don't do the prance or the demonstration or the celebration. I ride over to him like we do in practice, and I'm like, "Hey, are you all right?" There's like people fanfare, and they're like, "You okay?"
I get up if I can manage and like raise
Yeah,
his
you
arm
can.
since he won. And
Oh,
I
The
think it would be
crowd,
better.
cheers.
I think it'd be
Yeah.
better if he rode over to Lady Karst for one of her trinkets and actually just speared her, like just ran her through.
I do think that's like that he trots his way past. He sort of trots his way past Lady Karst, but looks to the host and nods very respectfully, still amazed, like that wasn't supposed to happen.
He's literally shitting his pants.
Yeah, no,
holy
like-
fuck, holy fuck, holy
Yeah, yeah.
Sir Beardsley the pants shitter.
Shitter of pants.
His hair will be like a brown field with a pair of pants on it.
Yes.
All right, so Beardsley
No.
takes down Marcus.
Oh. All right.
So next is Sir Karn,
I'm gonna switch to my.
one of the other drinking guys.
I'm gonna switch to my phone with the.
When I get a moment with Marcus, I'll make not like an insulting, but just a little comment about it. It would appear that your magic necklace didn't help you too much in that last one. Beardsley.
It got me
might-
enough.
You might have prayed harder.
That jewelry helped me just as much.
Look at all the rings he has on his shaft, though.
That was expensive.
That was
Mm.
yes, it was. All right, so Beardsley, you're up against Sir Karn.
I
Okay.
can think of no one more intolerable than Beardsley if he wins this whole thing.
But the thing is, I'm gonna assume based on his role for tourney, he's forgotten the rules of this, and he thinks he's gonna be the king. He thinks he's king if he wins. 11.
All right.
11 of 15.
All right, yeah. So you actually beat him. So you actually unhorse him. So
This-
you're like,
yeah.
it's like so
I just-
shocking that
He just
Yeah.
unhorsing everybody.
I'm like looking at my lance, like, oh. No, this time I do make I think I make the trot around and ask for Lady Karst's approval. And
Okay.
again, glance over to Marcus with this look, like with my helmet raised, like, what am I doing here?
Just
So
cheering
why don't
like
you
mad.
why don't you give me a flirting roll?
With Marcus? No, that's
No, with I mean, perhaps he is
flirting
cute.
roll. All right, so let's see what this. I'm not that great at that. So 4. I have a 4.
Collar.
So 17 out of 4.
So you actually,
Excellent.
as you get over there, your helmet's just kind of turned a little bit, and you're like,
I'm like it's crooked.
It just keeps falling down. It's like
falling down.
Might I bother you for a favor? Where are you? Who turned out the lights?
Who's
Nice.
laughing?
Shit.
Okay.
Kill
And
me.
and last but not least is Sir Tavern.
Okay. So I think there's this moment where I
So-
realize.
so-
Nope. Go ahead.
Go ahead,
Go
sorry.
ahead, Tyler.
I was
No,
gonna say, so Beardsley's in it for the gold at this point.
He's
for
in it
first
in it to
place.
win it.
So I realize.
George, see if you could get in last minute. I mean, it's Beardsley.
I'm gonna.
Look at last minute lineup.
I'll ride on your back.
Yeah.
We can do this.
As he comes and cleaves
I gotta-
my head in half with his axe. Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah, I'll
I'm
just
gonna
box the
invoke-
horse. It's fine.
I'm going to invoke fealty to my lord because I realize we've come this far. And Marcus, who's legendary among our circle, like he somehow, like I accidentally won, so I can't, like that accident shouldn't happen. He should own this. So I'm going to invoke that with 13 of 15.
Yeah, cool.
So that gives
Like
me,
I need to make sure I don't die here. Nice. Okay. So rolling for the thunder. Here you go.
so I give him a knowing nod, my lord, and I look to my brothers, right? And I kind of look at each one of them, and I go at it. So 13 of 25.
Okay. So you break his shield, but he is not unhorsed.
Well, that wasn't as easy as the last time with it. Thinking to myself, like, I turned my shield around and.
So technically with the 25, anything above 15 is crit. 15 and above is crit, correct?
Yeah. I mean,
I just wanted to double check that because the reverses.
yeah. True. Exactly. So what did you say you had? Jason?
A
What was the roll?
13 of 25.
13. Okay, yeah. So you're almost a critical. So, yeah. So you break his shield, but neither of you are unhorsed.
Can I invoke multiple times? Does it get harder each time? How does that work?
No, you just have to do it once, and then so it lasts for the
For the
whole.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
Whole thing.
I think it lasts for like a scene.
Yeah,
Yep.
it lasts for a
Nice.
scene. Or
I
Nice.
believe is how it works.
I like that.
Mhm.
So I take a deep breath and I go at him again. 11 of 25.
11. All right, so you break his shield yet again, but again, he is not unhorsed.
Shield manufacturers.
Okay.
This is not
I,
really a dice rolling app that Jason's holding up. It's just a notepad. That he's
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just, it's a, I just type in here.
11.
He just types in.
Let's.
You would have crit a long time ago.
So I can't crit though if I got 20. No, okay, no, I have to roll the
No, you
natural
cr-
skill. Okay.
15
And
above is a
here.
crit.
15
How about
above
this?
is a crit.
Ready? Last one.
Oh,
Oh.
that's not bad. He's still
Yeah.
succeeded.
That's not bad.
A
So
2
he
of
breaks.
25.
So he breaks your shield, but neither of you are unhorsed.
2 to 1.
Are we trying to high roll or low roll? How does this remind me?
So so if you
Byron's
both
just making it
succeed,
up as we go.
no, if you both succeed, so you want to have the closest to your number with either having your number or what have you. So so like he rolled a 9, and so he made his, and you made yours, but his number was higher, so that's how he breaks your shield, but you're not unhorsed.
Got it.
So
All right.
continuing the rules question, is there a chart you're using that says broken shield, broken
No,
lance?
it's just basically like against each other. So so if both people score a hit, and then the person with the highest number breaks the other person's shield.
Okay.
So on a critical, if both people have a critical, then like one person, whoever has the highest number, would break the other person's lance. So that's what happened with Sir Marcus with the broken lance.
All right, for those of you who have bits and you're watching the stream, give us a little something for Beardsley's last roll. See if he survives. We ready? Oh, what is that?
Oh,
That's a
17,
crit.
a crit.
That's a crit.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
That's a crit. And actually, Sir Davian actually had a failure. So yeah, your lance explodes as you slam into him, and he's driven back off of his horse. And Beardsley wins the tournament. Good job. It's like,
No
what the
living with
hell?
him.
I'm there with like my weird half splintered lance. Like, what the fuck is this shit all about? Like,
Celebrate.
yay! Spin my horse around. I'm gonna make another roll against that skill because I do think it's important. It's a tourney skill.
You gotta throw it on the ground.
3.
Pee on things.
He's awkward. He's awkward. He kind of makes his rounds, and I scream, for Sir Roderick and my brothers.
I pat Marcus on the shoulder and say, if you ever needed proof there was no God, that
Ouch.
Tim, proof.
Damn.
Yes, that was deep. That was awesome.
That was it, dude.
Like,
Holy shit.
I lean over and I go, I'm fucking his sister.
Well, I think they're certainly right about the mysterious ways.
Nice. All right, so fantastic. So we had our first little tourney lance competition, and somehow Beardsley the murderer pulled it out. All right.
How is that even real? I don't know.
Right. So so next up for the day is so they break for lunch and so forth. And as you are basically your squires are attending to your horses and so forth and doing different things. And Sir Roderick comes over and congratulates you, and he says, "Good job. You're doing very well."
Yeah, he had 2 of his retinue almost like run the whole thing.
Yeah,
I suggest that Sir Roderick, we should sign Beardsley up for more contests tomorrow.
I think we should run him in all of them. Yeah.
He should run the gauntlet.
That's it.
I think that honestly, that my success is because of your cheering me on, and I would be honored to cheer you on in whatever your appropriate test would be, Sir Garen. Have you picked one? Because
Yeah,
it seems...
I'm gonna fight in swords tomorrow.
Yeah.
I might not.
I look forward to seeing you take the prize. That is, of course, unless you're fighting against Bjorn. Again.
I got slightly faster.
yeah, exactly. He's like, I got one more point.
I've been doing wind
skill.
sprints behind the camp.
The wind sprints.
Toe touches and stuff. Squat thrust or something.
If it's still possible, I will sign up for the competition tomorrow since I didn't get destroyed in the.
Roll
joust.
your attorney skill to see if you know how to do it now that that's already been signed.
9 out of 7.
Okay, so unfortunately, you're not exactly sure on what you'd have to do to be a late signer. Okay.
And I asked
Can
Sir
I-
Roderick
Can I
for
try
help.
to? Yeah, can I try to sign him up? I have 2.
You have 2 attorney. I think you're gonna get him like.
It would appear that
Didn't
you're a
work.
little concussed from yesterday. Where are we?
So happy I signed up for it the day before.
Right. Okay. All right. Yeah. So, so yeah, are you gonna like kind of humble yourself basically and go talk to Sir Roderick? You said about
Yes.
possibly trying to sign you up. Let's see. He unfortunately is not able to get you signed up either.
Okay.
She does try though, but he does not have enough favor with the host to
It's
do that.
awesome. We discovered the most broken part of Pendragon, the one score that matters the most to knights. We've all
Knowing how
Oh,
shit
it's-
works. Yeah.
0 to 2.
We're,
Yeah,
you know
you-
what we are? Like
Can you
in a real
invoke
world
guilty
example.
before rolling?
We're all those
I'm
people.
gonna pray to God and then try this again.
We're all those people at airport security, like a real world example. We're the people at airport security that fuck everything up with that skill. Like, I don't know how this even works. I got one shoe off. And,
Your bag's
Look
going
at-
to Spain. Your
Yeah.
bag's going to Spain.
Yeah, there you go. All right. So yeah, there's some lunch, basically a big feast at some tables and stuff that's brought out a kind of a catered lunch per se to everyone. And while you're there, Lady Karst actually comes over to you, Beardsley,
oh dear.
and she says, "You did so well. I really thought that Sir Marcus would win, but she says, should you compete in anything else, you shall have my favor." And she offers you a ribbon.
I am so honored. And I must
Have him
say,
roll tourney again just to see if he
I
knows where to tie it.
I don't know what the fuck this ribbon's for. It's a hair tie. I don't know. I would say my when I approached you earlier, I was stricken by your beauty, and I knew not what to say. I apologize for my awkwardness.
So yeah, so you want to get another roll on that flirting? Let's see if
Come on, but
Do I?
come
Can
on,
I
bud.
spin? Can I
taught
spin a
you.
bit? Can I
Come
spin?
on,
a
you can do
penny?
it.
I'm gonna.
I
You know
taught
what?
you.
I am going to invoke love of family because I need to. You know. Can I do
Create
that?
one?
Yeah, I need to create one. I love family. Family's great.
That's a love of fuck.
I taught you well with the
Oh, wait,
peasant
let me get my
woman.
phone.
Apply it the same.
Families.
Apply it
families
the
good
same.
times. Okay.
Hula wants to know if there's a Pendragon version of Help.
Dear Google. Oh no, don't. No. Okay. Good.
Yeah.
or said you could use Lady Karst's ribbon as a turkey.
What's my wingman
All
trait?
right. So here it is. It's
Wingman trait.
love of family, which is a 16. I rolled a 2 against a
Ooh,
16.
nice.
Wow.
So that'll
Only
give
you
me
would have just
then
rolled your flirting.
my flirting is that only gives me a 14.
Yeah.
That only gives me a 14. So
Okay.
I bat my big eyelashes. Steve, don't listen. I don't need like caricature eyelashes on my portrait. But
Without
Well, this is the only way he's
I
getting a
don't know.
description.
Yeah.
6.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Woo. Awesome sauce. Yeah. So so yeah, you'll gain a benefit with Lady Karst should you decide to court her down the road.
I would ask, lady, what event would you most like to see me in? For it is your will, and your will alone, that has me toiling with that lot.
She says, I'm sure you would do well in the Grand Melee.
Was thinking that myself, actually. We think alike.
I think
You
that's
and
the
I.
one you fight to the death in.
Didn't he just say that he wanted to do the joust so he could get hurt, so he didn't have to do the
Well, listen, I think that's a yes, my lady. And I kneel and take her hand. For you and you alone, that rabble will fall to my sword.
Very well. I should hope to see you.
I
Dispassion.
I shyly look away, thinking to myself, okay, I said fall by my sword. So if I let one of my companions borrow my sword, and Garen can borrow the sword, and technically I can make that work. Yeah, yep. I walk away feeling all flustered and like, oh, this is how people die on accident, isn't it?
Okay. Awesome. So you guys have, a wonderful lunch and another night of drinking and so forth. Happens, of course, at the tournament every night. There are some small scraps between some of the other Knights' men here. A couple fights break out, stuff like that, and this is overall like tension building.
Save the fighting for tomorrow, Bjorn.
But
After the sword, we fight.
now's a good time. They're all slow.
So you guys basically sleep overnight. Anybody doing some indulging drinking tonight, or no?
Everyone.
Everyone?
Yeah.
All right.
I
All right.
mean,
So
you can't make me slower. So
yeah, if you're doing a drinking thing to try to cut yourself off at least full time, you're going to need to make a temperate or indulgent roll.
Good call.
To call that. So let's see here. So Tim's a 10 and a 10, so he doesn't need to roll.
I'm just gonna indulge. I'm just gonna full commit. It's 16 versus 4.
Got a full commit.
Yeah.
Full commit.
yeah.
All right, 16 versus 4.
I'm not even gonna try to roll it now.
All right. So Ulu, give me a let me say we'll do a 3 times Constitution roll. So that's gonna be percentiles. 3 times your con score.
Byron, I rolled a 19 against a 13 to resist.
Okay.
What does that mean? I'm 13.
So you
temperate.
failed to resist. That means you would basically continue.
Boozing it up.
Do I want to roll under or over
Oh.
before I roll?
You want to run under.
What does the
Okay.
crit do on these?
On a
Alcohol
con roll?
coma.
On
Or-
a traits.
Alcohol
A
coma.
trait. So a crit, basically, whichever one you were trying to do, it goes up by 1.
So I got a
So your
7.
number automatically changes.
All
I
right.
got a 7 under 60.
7 under 60. Okay. So, yeah. So you
My
you
con is 20.
you drink well into the evening, but you were unaffected by the alcohol, and not you don't wind up in a pig pen or something like that.
On accident, I don't.
Yeah, an accident.
Intentionally, he does.
Intentionally,
Actually, he
absolutely.
does. Did you roll a critical, Marcus?
Yeah, I critted on temperate.
Nice. So yeah, so your temperate would go up by 1. So you
You've
would
been
go
drinking water all
Oh,
night.
no.
to
Nice.
14 and 6. 14. And
He's
6.
drinking holy water. It's delicious. It's straight from. Sorry.
And it's like-
It's like
Holy
purified water.
Yeah, exactly. It's like Dasani. It's Gisani.
The Sonic. You can taste the nickel.
Get super drunk and accidentally drink the blood out of the relic.
Taste the nickel.
Ooh.
Sonic's the worst bottled water. I rest my case.
So what's my consequence here, Byron? So I rolled an 18, so I failed to be temperate, which is fine.
Okay. Yeah, so you would basically overdrink, and then you'd have to make you're gonna have to make a 2 times con score because you failed the roll.
2 times con. Where's cons? Con. Rounded. Yeah, okay, got it.
Yeah.
So I got to roll under that.
Yeah, percentile under that.
Jesus. All right.
What is your con score?
A 19. So
19. That's not that bad.
yes.
No.
That roll is though. Yeah. So yeah, you end up sick. So you'll take a -1 to your fighting skill.
I was hoping. Really.
Yeah.
It's helpful now that you've committed yourself to a fight to the death in the melee battle.
Right.
Well played.
Well,
My
really
second
quick,
character is my
can you
grandmother.
explain-
Just
this
waiting
is
to meet
actually to the death fight.
No,
Oh, like this sounds awfully like we're gonna run out of knights, but
Yeah.
I think
That's
so.
a,
Given
the
given
year's
my
only
bad
so long.
rolls,
You're a
given-
king, but there's no one left to defend your realm. I'm sorry.
yeah,
Yeah.
I did it.
Given my
Someone's
bad
gonna have
rolls,
to
though,
double these things.
I do think that Sir Garen has me convinced that it is to the death. Like I'm just so scattered. Like, oh shit, is it or isn't
yes.
it? Is it or isn't
That
it?
would be the game at play here.
Now, what do I need to roll?
He wanted to joust so he could get hurt and
Indulgent.
not have to fight. Then he committed to the lady that he's gonna fight, and now it's the fight to the death.
Indulgent versus temperate.
He just keeps.
All right.
Or if
Yeah,
you
so-
overdrink or whatever.
so you need to roll your temperate to avoid over drinking, basically, or
All right,
face the
so I
consequences.
need oh fuck! All right, I rolled an 18.
That's
on
not gonna do
7. No,
yeah,
I'm
that's
not.
not gonna do it.
That's
So
double.
so you
Oh,
failed.
what?
So that's gonna be a 2 times con roll.
Okay, explain what that means, please.
So your Constitution score is what?
14.
14. So that's gonna be 28.
Nice.
So you're
Okay.
gonna have basically a
Roll a
28%,
D100.
28% or less.
A D100.
Yeah,
percentile.
2d10s. Read it across.
What's the? Can someone roll a D100 for me?
Yeah,
I don't have a
Here,
D100.
I'll do it on here because you could all see him throw up. I'll hold your hair. You hold my hair. How about that?
No need.
41.
Oh yeah, not enough. So so you will also suffer -1 in the fighting tomorrow for drinking.
On what? My weapons?
Your skill. Yeah, your work skill.
No, whatever.
Your dex
Okay.
is now 6 again.
That ruins
Fine. We're not using our hands.
that ruins my entire like the whole point of my winter was to increase my swordsmanship, and I'm vomiting it away.
That's literally what I did with my winter. Was increase my swordsmanship.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm vomiting it away.
I'll never do this again. I swear.
If you so Beardsley, if you drink more often, this won't happen.
Shut up.
If you just continue to drink, it'll get better.
Nice. All right. So we basically will start again in the next morning. So today is the sword fighting on foot. So a variety of the same people from
I
the.
believe Jason needs to pee.
Yeah, he's using a free break.
Sounds like a great time to go pee.
It does. Yeah, this actually was. We'll just let the stream run because he's not here. Oh, he went to get drink. All right. Oh, liquid
That
death.
stuff is delicious.
Hell yeah.
That is literally my favorite water.
Because it's
That's a
So-
spicy water.
yeah. This
So
is-
not to be distracted by your liquid death, but have you seen their stuffed animals that they sell?
no.
Oh my god. They're called, so I'm just gonna plug it. It's called Cutie Palooties. They're like these cute stuffed animals that have like plastic glued to them that look like they're like vomiting out their guts and stuff. They're incredible. You got
Awesome.
There's like a
Cutie-
seal. There's like a seal stuck in a net.
Yeah. They're called
Stuff like
Cutie
that.
Palooties.
Yeah. So what they do is they sell these stuffed animals that are like.
And they donate 100% of the profits to like help remove trash from the ocean.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, for getting rid of like ocean pollution.
I'm gonna reach out to them for a sponsorship because this is what's about to happen
Absolutely.
to me.
Yeah, there's like a turtle with like a 6-pack holder stuck around his neck. It's really bad.
Holy shit! You're not lying.
No,
Wow.
no. I'm
Oh, you
not.
thought we were
Oh
lying?
my god! I was like, that is clever. They should probably do that. If
They're like I think they're like $75 for like
Yeah.
a whole bunch.
oh, there's a
Something like that.
whale. Oh my god! The seal has like a plastic bottle through his chest.
Yeah, they're
pretty bad.
incredible.
Trashy
All
the turtle, wasty the whale, and suffers the seal.
Wasty the
Sorry,
whale.
sorry, ADD. Who are we killing?
Yeah.
Right.
The
so,
sword.
All right. So enough of liquid death, but look it up. It's
I'm
good.
there.
It's good stuff. So the sword fighting is the next day. So who all was in that? Ulo,
Me,
and then Garen was in that, right?
Yeah.
Bjorn.
And Bjorn. And of course,
Bjorn's in everything that doesn't have a horse. So.
yeah,
Yeah.
and of course, Beardsley.
If everyone wants to do some archery, like, oh, I'm your man.
All right, so for sake of not like spending a lot of time on each individual person, we're just gonna kind of do all of you at once.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna kind of go each one of you and do a roll, and then we will. That none of you are fighting each other, at least in the beginning.
This isn't.
Okay. So if you have 3 wins, then you will basically be fighting against another opponent that also has 3 wins. So, Ulo, you get the first straw, and you will be facing Sir Selwise.
All right.
Oh, and if another scrap
So,
takes him down,
and this
I don't
is
know how
like,
we'll cope.
how will he cope, right?
Can I do a passion roll as well?
You can. You can.
I got a 12 under 15.
Okay. So you actually managed to strike him, but not enough to win.
All right.
I think. He does not successfully strike you back, though.
I'm a lot smaller target in person.
Yeah, you are. That's a fact. Okay. Go again.
I got a critical 15 out of 15.
Okay. He actually failed. So he's overconfident. Wow. His overconfidence basically causes him to lose.
I have absolutely no turning skill, so I'm not even.
Yeah, you're not sure what to do. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like, yeah.
Garen, you've lined up against Sir Karn.
And I rolled a 13 out of 17 on my honor passion, so I'll bump my sword to 25.
Nice. Okay.
Because this matters.
Yeah, it does.
It does matter.
Jousting was for fun. This one I take pretty seriously. So.
All right.
4.
You strike him again, but not enough to defeat him in the first strike. Okay. And go ahead again.
A 20 on a 25. So that's a crit.
Boom, crit. Yeah. So you he lunges in thinking that your first strike was pretty typical of your thing, and you do that sidestep Dane maneuver, and you take him down.
Nice.
They call that dropping the Dane.
Dropping the Dane.
The day.
Double D.
The double Z.
Bjorn, you're up next.
All right, so I know I'm the slow one. You got to help me out here. I have to roll under. All right, I want to invoke. With my passion.
Okay.
Probably loyalty to my family. Well, it lasts for the scene, right? So like the day, so like both shit I'm doing.
No, it will last for like the fight.
Oh, that's
last for the sword fight, basically. Tell you either way it is.
So, 2.
A 2? All right.
Yeah.
So enough to strike him, but not enough to take him down. You're up against Sir Davian, guy that.
Well, that was just for his passion.
Oh, that was for his passion. Excuse me. My bad. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Thank you, Tim.
Yeah. Thank you. 12.
12. Yeah. So that's a success. So enough to strike him, but not enough to take him down. And go for second fight against him.
Hold on.
I'm sorry. What was your score?
Sorry, I hit my fucking phone.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Yeah. 14.
14. Okay. So again, enough to strike him. So you're gaining on him. So if this fails, you could probably take him out here. Oh, okay. Hey, go ahead.
What does that mean? He killed you. Oh.
You've been beheaded.
He
Well,
put it-
That's
he
now
put it in
that's
your
dropping
ass.
the Dane.
Yes.
No.
8.
An 8. Okay. So that is enough to take him out.
Yay!
So does Beardsley see people dying, or are they just like?
No, they're
swat-
not dying. This is with.
Fucking Sir Garen, you asshole.
No, this is with.
I feel much
this
better
is-
about this.
Purely with blunted swords. Basically.
You don't die in the contest. It's the fighting to be king where you die.
See, I'm hyper trusting though. I'm hyper trusting, and you were on it, and you're like, you're my kind of role model. So like,
No, you're still in the fight to the death. This is just for fun.
yeah.
Yeah. So Beardsley's up against.
This is the
Sir-
one you sign up for if you want to get hurt and not fight in the fight to the death one. Sorry, you missed
Right.
it.
So Sir Torbjo is who you're up against.
Wow, what a name. All right,
Are you invoking any passions? Or
I
anything
am
like
for
that?
sure. I'm gonna stick with love, because man,
Okay.
it's her fault I'm here. So what's that? That's a oh dear 20 of shit.
Oh, you
Oh,
failed.
you just failed a passion
Yeah,
check.
20 of 16. Tell me how does that work?
Okay. So you're okay for right now. But if
I'm
you
gonna
lose,
cut somebody's
if
fucking
you
head off.
lose, you could actually have some problems.
So it doesn't give me the bonus, right? Because I failed.
Correct.
And
Yeah,
then
it
if
does
I
not
don't-
give you a
okay.
minus.
Okay.
But if you fail against the thing here,
All
it's
right.
like-
Melancholy and madness are
Yeah.
options
So-
here.
Yeah.
Here's a new one. So
Let's
seven,
look them up so that we can plant this seed now.
seven of 15.
7 of 15.
You really have him believing he's gonna
So
die.
you did take him down, or you did hit him, but not enough to take him out.
According to this, 7 means that you go insane and huff paint.
So and I can't.
No,
I
he,
can't,
he doesn't have to roll that yet. That's if he fails.
I can't attempt any
In his
other
attempt.
invoking either for this whole scene. It works the same
Correct.
way.
Yeah,
right?
you're done
Got
invoking
it.
anything.
So it's just me.
Right. So this is really the first time we had somebody really fail. So
At all.
Okay, that's nice.
no.
Good
Congratulations.
job, Beardsley.
Yeah, I don't know. I woke up after Hansy Garen over there, so
Two.
I think that's a failure.
Handsy Garrett.
Handsy Garen.
Yeah.
Handsy Garen. I like it.
Oh, so Thorg says if I fail, I'm gonna contract syphilis and eventually go mad and die. That's a good time.
That ship had sailed years ago.
Yeah. Okay.
Syphilis part?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, with
So-
Beardsley, yeah, probably so. And I have penicillin.
All right.
Because
So
my peneth hurts.
you just failed, right? You didn't fumble your failure. It wasn't a 1.
No, it definitely wasn't a 1. It was a 20.
Right.
It was
So you
very-
you are disheartened. Okay. So you immediately lose 1 point in the relevant passion. So your passion goes
No!
down by 1.
Oh,
Ah! I worked
you don't
hard
like
on
your
that.
family so much.
Fuck your family.
Like, wow, my family
Your
kinda
future family.
sucks.
And
I
it
was
does
adopted
actually look
anyway.
like you do suffer a -5 in your further rolls.
Wow.
Shit.
Yeah.
All right. Can I do that
So-
on here?
Oh, boy.
-1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I did that. I'm just hyping this app. This is pretty good stuff. Okay. So now what? Is he gonna cut my head off if I roll a?
You're like a negative something?
Yeah.
How?
Apparently,
Oh,
roll
with
a
the
negative
-5.
one.
It's -5.
-5's a roll to
So you
four.
just fail?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
so
right
it's
now.
a fail.
Do I
So
sit on my own
it would just be a
sword?
-5 to your skill, not.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, you killed yourself.
Wait. So
Yeah,
hang on.
-5 to your skill.
So I rolled a 4. So then what's my skills? 15. So I would have 10. 4 of 10.
Okay, yeah, so that's still a success. So so you actually beat his number also. So so
Yay.
you do manage to, but he did succeed. So it's still,
Disheartened, but here, like my entire
disheartened.
generation.
You guys see. So how does Beardsley fight? He's a little disheartened in this thing.
No,
He's
so
like,
I
I'm just
think there's
not
this
even
moment
trying.
where this is like
He's agitated.
no, like he's familiar with the people he usually spars with, right? And so I think that he's it's harder than it should be, and it's pissing him off because things come easy to him, especially when he cheats. So, yeah, that sucks. But he's starting to get aggravated, and you can tell that he's getting sloppy as a result of it, and that's where the negative's coming from. And can I try to chop his head off or something? He said it's,
Not with a blunt sword. No, I just hack through it.
if I was the Dane, I could. Okay.
Hack through his face.
So another roll then?
Yeah.
All right. So we're rolling against 10. A 1.
A 1. Oh. So that is not what you want.
Now's the part where I sit on my own sword, right? And just like, oh!
Yeah. So that's a fumble. So he does actually beat you. So he takes you down. Your fighting seems to be a bit lackluster, and so you were taken down. You can hear the sigh from Lady Karst from across the way, and so Beardsley becomes melancholic.
So
The ribbon just sort of floats off.
I think there's this.
Don't worry, Beardsley. We'll drink away the pain tonight.
I think we would try to collect Beardsley before he had a full meltdown in the middle of the arena.
Right.
Beardsley, this way.
So, interestingly, I've now added.
No, not interestingly. Let's go.
I'm being dragged out. This is narrative for the GM.
All right. So the problem here lies. So who is gonna walk up to Beardsley first?
He suddenly has a bunch of extra squires there to help him off the field.
Well, that's always the worst question after you said you'd do it.
Right.
So I do it.
So the
All right.
man with the fey ring.
So unfortunately, a melancholic knight. So he's very so like examples of a melancholic knight. He may fall to the ground, weeping aloud, lamenting the loss, ill luck, crying. So how does Beardsley what is he doing?
Don't cry. Let's go.
I've trained so hard. I deserve this. I bastard the best of them in the joust. Don't touch me, Garen. And if there's a squire there, knock his fucking teeth out.
So
and just walk off the field.
if disturbed by a man, the knight flies into a violent rage.
Yeah.
No.
So you
But I'm
become
not gonna
inspired, and you get +10 to your skill as you strike at the squire.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Now you have
Maybe it's a
two
good thing you didn't
squires.
name
This
him.
system is fucking okay. So +10 to what? To
your
Sword.
skill.
I'm not gonna chop his head off. I'm gonna punch.
It's-
Oh, you have a
it's-
blunted weapon in your hand, luckily.
It's what's literally at hand.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
but I think I'm laying there and I grab it by the blunted blade. I'm gonna smack him with the hilt. I think I would at least have the presence of mind not to, because you could still kill a person with a blunted weapon. I
You
think.
might be more
Absolutely.
likely if you hit him with the hilt to kill somebody.
So
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I'm
so-
not a scientist. So
You're
here's
not thinking straight, Beardsley.
what's that? 15
The
plus.
crit.
You succeded.
Oh yeah, so that's 15 of 15 natural skill. Forget about the bonus.
oh
That's a
yeah, so
crit.
you blast him and knock him to the ground
Whose squire
with
was
the
that?
hilt as you. It's so your squire gets blasted
It was my
in the
squire.
eye with.
So from a mechanics perspective, he had a -5, which I'm assuming Beardsley brought you to 10, and then the rage bumped it to 10. Does he go to 20 at that point, or?
So I don't know if it. So you suffer a -5 on all your further rolls. I don't know if they go together. It says that when you become melancholic, that you become inspired, but it doesn't really notate whether or not it takes into effect a -5. I would think it would, though. So we'll find the answer to that question.
Yeah.
And we'll get back to that. But I think we'll go with what Garen is suggesting there. Tim, I think that's a good thing, because it doesn't make sense to me that you would just get rid of the -5 automatically.
Okay,
because of
so
the
I'd
+10.
would have been off from my crit because I rolled a 15 against 10.
Yeah, so
Right.
15 against 10. So you actually miss him.
So I woof. I'm just like, woof, and I think
yeah.
I lose the grip on the sword and send it
So-
fucking spinning out into who knows where. Like,
Yeah. So that happens. So then Beardsley's still angry though. So Garen, what do you do when Beardsley starts reacting violently?
I'd grab him and start pulling him out of the arena.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and give me like I guess a strength check to kind of grab a hold of him.
Is that opposed by or
Rolled
no?
a 4 on an 11. Oh
So
wait, no, 4 on a 13.
It is opposed for you because he is still angry. So yes.
4 out of also 11.
So yeah, you guys are
Literal
struggling
time.
back and forth. You're having a very difficult time getting him.
Unhand me, Gary.
I'll go help.
I run over and I just pick up Beardsley.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I just throw him over the shoulder. I turn around and I walk him screaming off the field.
All right.
I think that would be on 100% of my character. Don't even roll.
Absolutely.
Luggage.
Got it.
Yeah.
So as you guys are
Maybe the
kind of walking back towards the thing, there is a cathedral here in London that's right near the tournament grounds, St. Paul's Cathedral, and you can hear shouts from inside, the sword, and like some yelling and stuff of stuff that's going on, something inside the building.
I'm thinking I don't hear that, right? I'm just
Right, and so crowds of people are actually flocking away from. No, you would hear it.
oh.
So crowds of people are actually flocking away from the thing and running into the cathedral.
I would, Bjorn, take Beardsley back to the to our tent.
To his tent.
Marcus, let's check this out.
Yeah.
I'll follow behind Garen and Marcus.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm,
so
I'm a Beardsley delivery boy. I'm gonna go drop him off, I guess.
All right. So you Beardsley, would you want to
Bjorn,
go
they
inside?
say that when
No,
somebody's
so-
melancholic, smacking them around a little bit tends to be helpful. So you have that going for you.
Well,
Yeah.
Noted.
They could use your help. It's a cathedral. There's trouble. Is a Dane really needed in our tent? Are you my wench, or are you a knight?
Yeah.
Oh,
Excellent.
Unhand me!
What's your constitution? Is that at a -5 too?
No. Why do you need to know? Byron asked those questions about my numbers. I can't tell you my numbers.
no, you would not suffer -5 versus that. It's only in that particular skill.
Okay. Can I?
You know as well as I do. They need you there more than I need you here. If you wish for me to stay behind, I will. I lost. I dishonored our lord, as I always do. Go!
I shrug and I leave him at the tent and turn around and walk back.
As he turns away, I smile. But he gets it. Yeah.
Right. Okay, so the four of you enter the church. There is a crowd of knights and people all surrounding. There are some local folk, peasants, and also higher level people like standing on pews and looking towards like the upwards towards the dais of this cathedral. And on the cathedral is two men standing there, and there is a sword stuck in a stone and anvil. And an old knight kind of grabs a hold of it, and he tries to pull the sword from the anvil, and he's unable to do so. Crowd of noblemen are kind of shoving their way about or whatever, and so another knight grabs a hold of a younger knight, grabs a hold of it, and attempts to pull it out. And some of the crowd is kind of laughing at the men that are at the sword, and one of this little there's a squire kind of standing back, kind of behind the knights that are on the thing, and one of the noblemen yells, "Why don't you let the boy try?" He's like, and then all of a sudden the crowd starts chanting, yes. Everyone takes up, "Let the boy try! Let the boy try!" And so they feel kind of embarrassed or whatever, and so they actually let the boy step up, and he grabs a hold of the sword, and he kind of like he's kind of scared. He doesn't really know what he's doing, and as he grabs the sword, he pulls it from the stone. And the boy, he like branches it overhead, like trumpets start blaring in the thing, and it seems like a shadow of light or a ray of light comes through one of the stained glass windows and kind of illuminates the kid as he's standing up here, and you could kind of see what looks like an eagle and a dove kind of flies up into the top of the cathedral. And what do you guys do?
Like, how familiar would any of us be of what exactly that means?
So you're not really sure. Let's see. Go ahead and give me a.
Good job, kid.
Yeah, what kind of roll would that be?
Like that's the second
that's-
kid I've seen pull a good sword. So
And you still can't get one.
yeah, I have an axe over there.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be familiar at all.
Yeah, what would that roll be? What would that be?
Would be. So honestly, there are no skills that are based around like intelligence or whatever. So it's up to you. Do you know what that's supposed to mean?
Would that be like lore or like
Does your
awareness?
character? Well, there is no like knowledge skills like that. Or there are knowledge skills, but
Well, like this crowd gathered around here, they know that you pull the sword, you are the king. That's why they're here to see it. They just
Right.
didn't expect it to happen.
they just didn't expect it to happen, right?
Take a knee.
I'm not even local, so
So would you know?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you know what that means. So what's your reaction to that?
Like sign of the cross and kneel.
What are you doing?
It's the sword of selection. He who pulls it forth is king.
like the whole like what?
Huh? That's all you got to do is pull it? Seems...
King of what?
It seems like
And
way too easy.
Put it back.
Someone shouts, "Who is that boy? Who is that?" And one of the knights that was up on a thing steps forward. He's like, "This is Arthur, squire to my good son Sir Kay." What? One of the like higher ranking nobles, actually one of the kings, King Lot, yells, "What? Are we to be ruled by a beardless bastard?" And some of the barons and stuff actually step forward and kneel to Arthur. And some of them are just like in disbelief. Some blast out of the cathedral looking to basically go and gather their men and leave completely.
2 out of 3. Let's do it again.
And so the archbishop and there seems to be like a bearded gentleman that's kind of standing behind them, kind of moves forward and begins to try to calm the crowd.
Gandalf.
And so forth. The crowd basically calms down after a few moments. And all of you will receive 100 glory, but Beardsley.
Nope, I was going to say, I don't get that.
Because, but Beardsley, you would have got 100 glory for the tournament, for the joust.
Great job,
And-
Beardsley. Way to miss the most epic moment of
Right.
I know. So Byron, I do think there's this moment, right, where Beardsley's pacing around the tent because he told the Dane he would stay put. And he's pacing around and he's crying and he's very frantic, and he just kind of comes by the candle and he's just like passing his hand back and forth over it, and just almost to the point where you can hear the skin sizzle, punishing himself for failing.
this.
And oblivious to whatever glory is going on, he now needs to get even.
Oh, okay.
Your character scares me.
It's like so terrible. And so, with that, you know that Arthur is supposedly, basically to be crowned king now. So the melee does not even happen. Lots of the nobles gather their men and they leave the tournament. They go in all ways. Some stand around, and they are some of them pick knights to guard the stone and so forth. And let's see here. All right. And Sir Roderick picks you to guard the stone, along with 9 other knights. So you will get 100 glory for being chosen to guard the stone.
Oh, we couldn't even finish our fucking sword tools
Yep, now.
for this goddamn fucking soldier.
I'm going back to the broken tanker.
And so it's 11:09, so that's where we're going to end for tonight.
Wow.
Find me a melee at the broken tanker.
You still might be able to do that. It'll just be next time.
So, ladies and gentlemen,
melee at the bar.
Yeah.
those of you who stuck around and witnessed all of this and played around in the chat, thank you so much. Thanks for your donations and your cheers, Byron.
Yeah.
That was great.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna go cry into my pillow and burn myself with a candle now.